was locking soon as white folks crossed the border. From Maplewood to my hood. White flight turned to night fright. Clenched purse and grips tight. But when I walk around my town, ooh, baby, men sing like Motown. Hey, yo, ma, or mommy, you ain't cute anyway, shawty. By the time I get from Stuyvesant to Clinton Avenue, ain't no telling what I could get into. Food stamps hit and rents due, blessings come, so braids new. Anywho, Granny's home praying hard for your return. Be careful, child, don't you make no wrong turn. But when you do, Poppy's corner store, the bodega, hola mamacita, got all the cheap snacks to soothe your concerns. There you learn to save and also discern. Discernment. No, sir, I can pay for that myself. Thank you. Up the hill, that's Chancellor Avenue. That school would shape my destiny. There I learned to think before I act. Shout out to Dr. West, he was a real one, that's a fact. Over there, oh, that's Union Middle. There used to be a hospital in the middle. Middle school was like a riddle. Once got kicked out because I giggled. Made lifelong friends with whom I still fiddle. By the time I got to the high, I know a few friends who died. Some got high, others led strange men between their thighs. Sometimes I cried, but kept my head high to the sky. Though I love this town, it's statistics I had to defy. I can't deny my city sour. After hours, soon as street lights cut off, it's ghost town. Head blown off like clown, jingle bells be siren, young people be expiring. But I'ma leave that there, cause really I don't know much around here, but l'église, la caille, l'école. Church, home, and school. See, I'm Haitian, those are my tools. Church really kept me there in front of that church. I once saw a man's body turn black and blue. It's true. Some cops don't care about me and you. But my city also sweet. That's where I learned. If you kiss the best black boy on the playground, his lips won't taste like chocolate, more like sweet pomegranate, sweet. Bring back the Ferris wheel, sweet. Ever seen a group of Haitians, Jamaicans, Africans just chilling on their porch on a cool summer's night? Sweet. I know a lady around here who barely makes ends meet, but always feed the homeless. See, we may be on the serve, but never hopeless. Eyes on the prize, we're focused. See, my city matters. 07111 be my alma mater, my city be gritty. Make a girl like me, witty face, so pretty. I may have PTSD, don't you ever walk behind me directly. But we all got a story, there's nothing here to pity.
Yes, that was from my This one's for culture. This one's for culture. This one's for culture. This one's for my Haitians, and this one's for everyone. I come from souls departed, risen from the rubble. I come from the mountains, standing 5 feet mountainous where you can see the mango trees. You see, I come from the soil that kept us chains, yet I come from women who knew that chains were meant to be broken, who bled red, whose husbands fought black and blue for unity. You see, I come from the first. I come from tribes who search, seeking God, knowing that in God there is truth. I come from sun dances and gospel hymns, and those who judge your character, not by your spirit, but by your soul. You see, I come from prayers of the grandmothers and wisdom of grandfathers who told stories with cave paintings. I come from the drums that beat their own existence. I come from the dirt that paints history. 1804, free we were, slaves we were no more. Yet since then they have tried to make us revert back, causing stress and friction. You see, I guess we know why we have hurricanes. I guess we know why we have earthquakes, so at least that's the story I'm willing to tell. You see, I come from my mother's high nights. They allowed her to dream dreams of me being free. And free I am in a land not sold, but so. I come from a nurse who birthed an artist, so now she and I could have phone conversations of the life that she had planned for me, but knew it wasn't worth it because now I could dance a compa. East pursuit of the rebellion on each year's first day, turning adversities into triumph. You see, this is where I come from, and this is what Haiti looks like.
Yes, queen, yes. That's right.
Say la, for the culture. For the culture.
Yes, queen.
I am black.
Yes,
I am beautiful.
yes.
I am beautiful because I am black, and here's a few things that comes with that. Without a mouth, the missing teeth in my comb speaks volumes. Says that it ain't always happy with the shriveled, kinked, and nappy, but what does it want me to do? Because without apology or excuse, I am black. My skin, it ain't quite so right. It's too black, it's too dark. In fact, to them that prefer lighter skin, I tell them I celebrate all of this melanin. The width of my nose screams loudly and proudly to the people. It says I am black. My words rest comfortably in the pits of my lungs until I breathe and birth new life into them with the click of my tongue, able to dissect my dialect. I believe they call it Ebonics. I am black. No other color, no other culture, no other race. No, I am built to run this one. I am black. I am beautiful. I am black. And I am more than proud to represent that.
Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
Is for all the black children who have problems seeing their skin. This is for all the children who have problems having melanin. Melanated. M. Made from the pure beauty of the night sky. E. Everlasting strength passed down from generation to generation. L. Love like molasses, thick and sweet. A. African people love their sun-kissed skin. N. Nappy hair weaved up with joy. A. African people not bleaching to blend. T. Tell the truth of our history so no one can steal it. E. Everlasting community. Ujima. D. Dreamers knowing that they have faith and faith has them. MELANATED. That's what being melanated means to me.
Hey y'all. How y'all doing today? Thank you, sis. Thank you, girl. I'm going, I gotta take my time. Give me a second, give me a second. How full can an empty thing get before its insides become its outsides again? Before it erupts into a mountain of lipids, thick, yellow, all-encompassing, turns inside out and burns into nothing the way the sun and its heat consume our galaxy into a gaping hole. Every year, my body betrays me. It bubbles into a stranger and erupts without my ego's permission. It has declared that I cannot be big-boned and thin-skinned at the same time. Tragedy burrows its way into my bones and makes a home out of uncertainty until change morphs you into the past once again. That is where the shame begins. A little girl is staring into the depths of a plastic box, searching for her humanity in a few digits between her big toes. Here, she begs her existence as if her bigness makes her less real. Look at her there, recoiling from the truth slapped across its face. Too full for love, it whispers, and you will never be bare enough. When she closes her eyes, she can see the outlines of big black women with stretch marks on their thighs, whose girths are more impressive than any straight sides, who are car seats and folding chairs and toilet bowls demise. How can they let themselves hang over like this? take up space like this? How do they manage not to feel like less each year they grow more? And who's going to tell little girls that crunches do not make you smaller? They only fold your doughy limbs into prettier shapes and tuck the excess inside until your core grows hard and unwavering. Don't you remember when you were nearly stoned and it still was not enough? My biology teacher says women hold all their weight around their hips like a tool belt, as if a body is a utility always in need of fixing. I remember when my mother's stomach was a babbling brook and her arms a feat to conquer. I tried to squeeze her self-hatred into the palms of my hands and rectify her humanity between my fingers, a labor of love. I could play with her soft, fatty extremities for hours, but she pushed me away like my touch was a sting, a familiar tinge of shame and othering, divvied up by what seems to be all of earth. So I wonder, should I be ashamed? Now my pants don't fit anymore. They scattered the floor of my vacant room, filling it up. So aren't they even emptier now than when my size had claim over them? On top of those poles of denim lie my stretchy shirts, oversized blouses, bras, and pants that always manage to etch seams into my continuity. My body rolls onto them like jello in tiny palms. Sticky, sugary mass and warm, ravenous terrain. How many days have I jumped into jeans like the first day of life? Broke them in like my mother's womb feet first. How many instances have I taken pride in stuffing myself into nothingness as if masses did not toil so I wouldn't have to make myself smaller? Well, the zippers cannot hold me anymore. Buttons will pop off and land across rooms, pants will split, and roles will pronounce themselves. I will billow out all I'm hiding, and my army of too small jeans will wrap around me like a freedom quilt sewn by a million fat black women. Thank you.
Yes, queen.
Y'all look good today. Y'all look good. You look like my people. I mean, damn. Don't we be jazz, quick stepping with Mozart shoes on, while a tribal chant harmonizes in the back? Ain't we that? Ain't Kendrick a rapping pastor? Don't Malcolm X outfit us with righteous indignation and unrest? Don't we wear cowries on our chest as armor? Don't we amore the best like a chocolate-filled chest? I mean, don't we, ain't we saxophone at sea, seeing the whole world through periscope, hoping for hope and hip-hop? Ain't we, do we? Don't we be breaking, pop locking, and cop clocking, watching our lives in slow motion, spinning cymbals on a drum line, waiting to clap together like thunder and lightning? Ain't we weather, earth, wind, and fire? Ain't we purple raining in Wakanda? Ain't we smoking smooth and so cool? They wanna wear us like we weren't there first. Chopping, tapping, and we spinning records, making a hit out of well-timed scratching, chopping and screwing two pieces of life together to make something new and functional. Furniture to sit a future on legacy. Thrones that ain't for play, ain't for games. Serious regality, we are strong calf muscles and raised gold boots. Or red hills driven hard into the earth, demanding the world be a talking drum. Can you hear me? We are the rainbow. We are the rainbow colored girls, weave round waists, holding on to hips that will occasionally convince creation to happen. We write love notes in 16 bars, intoxicating ears like boy yo, boy yo, yo, yo. Boy yo, boy yo, yo, yo. Cause that feels good. Go with me, it's a call. Come here, come with me. We've been calling on the journey for a long time now. Been calling on progress and screaming, give me the mic. Give me the mic. 1, 2, 1, 2. We've been calling for synergy since sun We've been beautiful since sunlight first freestyled on our skin. We've been loving like love was king. Our oratory arts educates and paints and leaves masterpiece like Basquiat. We've been wanting wings for emergency and traveling. We be going and growing, finding our roots beneath gold streets and concrete. We've been killing for control, suffocating status quo, cause we wanna go, fly, jump, land on our feet firm, wanting to find ourselves free. As you masakelas, trumpet and piano keys of Nina. We are the anatomy of a mala. Power in a foreign tongue. We are built with strong needs for prayer and worship, homage and hope. Skyscraper fistified, Newton's theory of gravity. We got Huey P. Newton knuckles, Flo Joe stamina. We know running and working and celebrating. Couldn't cut the legs off us. We're gonna tell it on the mountains, pin it on the pyramids. Folks have tried silencing us, but they are still hearing us. We are still here. We exist, and to be is to be divine. Have you seen the heavens in the eyes of us yet? Have you seen the heavens in the eyes of us yet? Have you yet tried comprehending the complexity of our majesty? Well, if you don't know, now you know.
Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
To whom it may concern, please accept this letter as notice of my resignation from the position of strong black woman. My last day of employment will be this very moment. You see, I have received an offer to be soft and protected and feel it is in my best interest to move on in this direction. You see, here, my softness is never heard until it becomes a roar. The workload has become much too heavy for the reward, and I'm always on the front lines when it comes to our wars. No one helps me. Even when I swallow my pride to ask, and there's a lineage of pressure to excel at every task, it has been debilitating to have to be so resilient. Absolutely exhausting to be perpetually efficient. The woes of over-independence I can no longer bear. So yes, help me. If that's what you need to hear, I release the weight of the generational wear and tear. Superwoman, superhuman. You say the super so loud that you forget that I'm still human and woman. I will no longer be silent when I have voice to scream. Will no longer code switch my emotions or sacrifice my dreams. The strong black woman archetype isn't at all what it seems. I will no longer be stripped of delicacy and softness. I am warrior no more. I am woman with roots and vines for hair. I am woman with soft petals for skin. I am warm embrace and still water. I am safe place, home, nature and nurture. With feminine in my veins, I am your strong, no more. Just woman, but black. To whom it may concern, please accept this letter as notice of my resignation from the position of strong black woman. Respectfully, I quit.
Yes, queen.
How y'all feel?
Excellent.
Those ladies are dynamite, huh?
Absolutely.
You make some noise, home.
Yeah.
So, y'all look so beautiful. Today we are celebrating brown and black people. Everybody. But these messages are for our people, right? Shout out to the band, I hear you. Give me some. What you got? What you got? Give me some. So in poetry, when we feel something, you say yeah. Say yeah.
Yeah.
Show him battle. Can you show him how to snap? Viola, can you show him how to snap?
Yes.
When you hear a poet go off, say, go off, poet.
Go on, poet.
When you see a poet, forget that word, you say, come on, poet.
Come on, poet.
So I'm just teaching y'all some poetry etiquette right quick. Me, am a woman. And let me start out by saying, I don't want to sound like a mad black woman, but hell, sometimes I'll be that woman. You see, I'll be a fire-toting woman, a backbone-having type of woman, a born in the 80s woman, a he can't let go of me if he wanted to type of woman. You see, I'll be that woman. I'll be a sage-burning, palo-having type of woman. I'd be a mother to your son, and if you had a daughter, I'd mother her too type of woman. I'd be a red dress wearing woman, a flowers in my locks type of woman. You see, I'd be a Muslim oil wearing woman, and I'd be an artist woman. I'd be a teaching woman, and a birthing woman, and a gravy from scratch type of woman, a crystal stone healer woman. You see, I'd be a wild walking, slick talking type of woman. You see, I'd be a tasteful woman, and I'd be a thick woman. I'll be a learning woman and a traveling woman, a soul music on Sunday while we clean the house type of woman, because it's in my soul type of woman. I'll be a trap music woman, a poet woman, a watching my son sleep while I spit out these poems type of woman. I'll be a whiskey drinking woman, a leader in my hood type of woman, a corner store with a base head juice and a turkey on white bread, don't hold the pepper type of woman, a badass woman, a dancing woman, and an adventurous woman, and a mothering woman, and a sisterhood woman. And try me if you want a woman, and I'll be a tattooed woman made of God type of woman. I'll be a decent woman, a dirty mouth talking woman, a praying woman, and a cultured woman. I'll be a jazz woman. I'll be that type of woman. And I'm a woman that I don't have to wear earrings today if I choose not to type of woman, because I ain't feeling it today type of woman. I'll be a healthy woman, a echinacea and a black seed oil in my bag type of woman. I'm a healthy woman. Ain't no wearing panties and a bra when I don't feel like it. I'll be a spiritual woman. I'll be a forgiving and a forgiving woman. I'll be a performing woman and a fruit-eating woman. I'll be a headdress wearing woman, a family woman, a gown wearing woman. I'll be a nursing woman and nursing your ass back to good health type of woman. I'll be a djembe bumping barefoot in our living room type of woman. I'll be a Jordan wearing type of woman, cause sometimes I gotta make the jump on the people type of woman. I'll be a yo daddy's kind of woman, a machete slinger woman and a better woman. I was a once hurt woman, but now I'm a soldier type woman. I'm a maturing woman and a chanting woman, a winning woman cause I used to be a losing woman, a multilingual woman come from many tongues type of woman, a mad woman and a sister woman, a stretch mark before I even had a kid, yo type of woman. I'll be a welcoming you home from a long day's work type of woman. I'll be a cornbread making woman. I'll be a house music woman. I'll be a hip hop on Sunday at Lincoln Park Music Festival type of woman. I'll be a stolen innocence woman, and I'll be as solid as a rock type of woman. I'll be a Saturday morning woman and a gifted woman. I'll picture a mirror woman. I'll be a rub that man and hug that black man on his back type of woman and stroke his ego when he needs it to be type of woman. I'll be a down ass woman. I keep my family whole type of woman. I once had my heart broken woman, a revolutionary woman, and you better not sniff my food type of woman. A curly head woman, a dread head woman, a meant to raise your child the correct way about the revolution woman. A healed woman, a legacy bearing woman, a brown woman, a toffee color go get it in your cup type of woman. And I don't care, go get your mama, cause I'll beat her ass too if I got a type woman. You see, I'll be that type of woman, and don't go in my pots without washing your hands, and don't smell my food either type of woman. I'll be a seasoned woman, most of all I'm a black woman.
Yes, queen.
And ain't nothing like me type of woman. I'm a black woman who thrives and loves black people, loves black women, needing a black man who requests me to wear all white because he sees the God in me, because he put his backbone in me and his child in me. You see, I'll be a strong woman. I'm a woman, man.
Yes, queen. Woo!
battling inside, battling high depression, high functioning, still depression. Check on me tonight. Check on me tonight. You won't believe I'm suicidal. Shaped like a model, icon, idol, physical traits never trick the mental. I've been gentle, but depression brutal. Got a chokehold on me. I said, check on me. Writing my last letter to mommy. Final warning with my 4 babies. I'm laughing now. I'm dancing now. But later on, I plan to jump high from the ceiling. From the ceiling to find healing. Fought a good fight and now I'm resting. Check on me. Not my baby. Sacrifices I've made plenty, signs to see. I said, some not really. Can't be selfish and wish you here. Can't deny, I wish you here. Can't control my tears, my fear. The distance made you oh so near. You won't believe I'm suicidal. Oh, you won't believe my baby's suicidal. Shaped like a model, icon, idol. Check on yours. Dip it, pop it, twerk it, stop it. Check on me tonight.
Yes.
Yes. This is for the little girl who cried in the shower because her daddy told her that tears made her weak. This is for the little girl who hugged herself at night because her mother couldn't afford to buy her teddy bears. You see, this is for the little girl who made wishes out of dandelions, only hoping that her mother would stop lying that she's happy when daddy wouldn't come home on time and kiss her and remind her why he loved her. You see, this is for her, but this is also for you. This is for the smiles you lost and for the nights you cried to the moon and the tomb of Nina Simone. You see, this is for you, broken girl. Flowers not all the way bloomed, girl, because you hid in your shadows, girl, because they didn't notice you anyway, and they didn't hear your cries. You see, I'm sorry that you grew up before the age of 9. And that time blew fast the most when you were having your fun. I'm sorry that you spent a lifetime chasing the one, not knowing that you're the one. I'm sorry that your daddy-daughter dances got cut short, and that the last petal of your rose fell. But if I still had those dandelions, if I still had those dandelions, I'll make a wish for you to see how beautiful you are. See, you are beautiful. For the girl rich with soil, planted by grace of our ancestors. For the cocoa bean, rooted, raised in the sun, raising sons and daughters, kings and queens that were prayers from the fields. The black, the brown, the melanated, take your place. Seated and throned with excellence, even though they hate you, even though they have hated you, and they will hate you. Listen, they're not as strong as your cause. They don't sway with your hips. They don't glisten with the oils that love your skin. See, you look like coffee, grounded, sweets with sugar, strong, rough yet smooth like tea. See, you are a dream amongst reality. Will you remember who you are? Will you remember your name? Or will I have to tell you again? See, who are you? When the wind starts to blow, when the sun hides behind the clouds because you just couldn't that day. When your coffee don't hit quite right because you couldn't put your yesterday's down. Who are you? On the days that you run out of gas and you lost your wallet and your keys because you locked yourself out. And while you locked yourself in, who are you on the days that they don't text back and they don't call you pretty that day? And when you ask them what are we, they can't answer you. So who are you when you have to eat alone and the bill's too high? When your basement is flooded and your closet is full and this is in the sink filled with last night's regrets? Who are you when your life is overload because you can't say no? And when you forget to breathe, and when you forget to breathe, breathe and talk your shit. Put a little more sugar in your coffee and create your own rainbows. You see, I am your brighter days made brighter. I am your most beautiful sunshine, the flowers that bloomed in your rainforest. I am that song that everybody runs up and dance to. You see, I am magical. You will never die once you meet an artist like me. You will never die once you meet an artist like me. You will never die once you meet artists like me. So breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Breathe and talk your with a little more sugar in your coffee and create face your own rainbows. You see, I am because I am. And because I am a brighter day.